Hey everyone, welcome back to Bookish Blonde. Thanks for stopping in. Today, I am so excited to share with you my 2024 reading goals. Alright, first, reading goals are so fun for me. I love setting them up each year. I usually do around 4 to 6. To me, I make goals in my personal life, so making reading goals just kind of naturally happened. I set them to be fun. There's no pressure. I don't beat myself up if I don't meet all my goals at the end of the year. I find the goals really help me push my reading along and keep me consistent throughout the year. So let's get started. Goal number 1, I always have a Goodreads reading goal. I usually set it at 80, and I usually meet that with no problem. I usually read around 85 to 90 books a year. So this year I decided to bump it up to 100. Seems like a pretty big bump. It's going to be about another book a month for the entire year. However, I feel like with putting out this channel and trying to make sure I have content every month, it probably will happen naturally. So that's my first goal. I just kind of track it in my reading journal and on Goodreads, and that's it. Easy to do. Anyone can set a reading goal like through Goodreads. My second goal this year is, so I subscribe to Book of the Month. This is not a sponsored video, but I do get at least a book each month. Once in a while I'll skip. What I've noticed lately is I have been more excited about their add-on options than the top 5 that they offer every month. So that's been interesting. So then I end up getting an add-on. But I have currently probably about 30 unread Book of the Months from, over the last 4 years. So my goal is to read down my Book of the Month own TBR by half. So that doesn't just mean 15 books, because if every month, like in the month of January, I ordered 2 books. So now I'm at 32. So that will include what I pull into the house this year and put on my shelves. So half of my Book of the Month is my second reading goal. Okay, my third goal is to read more on my Kindle. My goal is to read 1 book a month on my Kindle. So that's just 12 books. Now, I love my Kindle. I love the idea of my Kindle. I have a cute cover with a handle. And I love the idea that you can read at night with the light off. You can throw it in your purse. It fits anywhere. Take it on an airplane. It's convenient because you can have multiple books on it. But for some reason, I really struggle to read on my Kindle. I love the feel of a book in my hands. I know that sounds kind of silly, but that's just basically what it boils down to. I made this really cute spread. It's just the little picture of a drawn Kindle with the 12 lines so that I can write down the books I read to meet that goal. So that one's pretty simple. Okay, so the last reading goal I have for this year is to work on some of the series that I already own, and some of them I've started and loved, and so why not continue? So I am only focusing on 6. I do own more than that, but I strategically picked these 6 because I feel like they are manageable. I failed miserably at this goal last year. So I'm going to try to do a TBR every month, but I also am kind of a mood reader. So sometimes I have a plan and it doesn't work out. So this will hopefully focus my efforts to try to get some of these series either finished or caught up in. So the first one this year I'm going to work on is Harry Potter. This is a really pretty edition of book 1, but I only have books 6 and 7 to complete, so I'm going to make those a priority this year. My second series that I'm excited to start, I hope I enjoy it. I've heard only good things, but Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. Now I believe the third one is coming out soon, maybe even this month or February. It's coming out early in 2024, and I only own 1. I only own this, so I'm going to try this out. If I love it, then I'm going to continue and get caught up. If it's a trilogy, I'll have it read, and if not, I'll be caught up. So that's my second one. My third one that I'd like to work on is Beartown. This is another trilogy. I read this and absolutely fell in love with the story, the writing. Most of you have probably at least heard of this. Most likely you've read it. It's been around for a while. But I read this originally probably like 10 years ago. So in December, of 23. I listened to it on audio from my library just to kind of remind myself about all the characters and just hear the story again. And I loved it just as much as the second one. So I do own the next two in the trilogy. It's Us Against You is book 2 and The Winners is book 3. So I already own those. They're ready to go. The next one is The Inheritance Games. This is YA. I have a really pretty edition of it it's an exclusive Barnes and Noble edition that I love. But I've already read this. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. It was fun. So I'm going to go ahead and try to work on books 2 and 3 in this trilogy as well. I do own them, so that makes it easy. They're ready to go. This is a pretty popular series as well. The last 2 series I'm going to work on are both by the same author, Joanna Schaffhausen. Might not be pronouncing that right. But the Ellery Hathaway series, I'm on book number 3. This is All the Best Lies, book number 3. The first one in the series is called The Vanishing Season. I will go ahead and put it right here for you so you guys can see the cover of that one. And so this is book 3. I only own the next 2, but I believe there's 3 more in this series that are published currently. And then the other detective story by her is Detective Annalisa Vega. And I believe there's 4 out. This is book 2. This is where I need to pick up. I've only read book 1, which is right here. So if I read all of these books on this challenge, it's only 15 books. I will be caught up in a lot of series and I will accomplish my goal. So that's very exciting. This is what my little spread looks like in my journal. It's pretty simple. I'll just color in the boxes as I read the books. So yeah, so that is all I have today. My 4 reading goals. Thank you for stopping by. It was great to be able to chat with you guys again. And I will be seeing you soon in my next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.